Hi, y'all. Thanks for joining us today at the Skunk Juice Studio. My little cow paws and I picked a fun book to share with you by a local author, Miss Unabelle Townsend. We love Miss Townsend and all of her books. So today we wanted to share with you a true story that happened in 1949 and is part of Yukon, Oklahoma's history. How fun is that? Let's find out about Grady's in the Silo. Okay, all right. Grady's in the Silo, written by Unabelle Townsend. Yes. Oops. Bill rushed through the kitchen door. Call the vet! His wife, Alond, looked up. Is it Grady? Yes, said Bill as he reached for the telephone. It's cold outside and that stubborn wild cow is sick. We've put her in the little feed shed in between the barn and the silo where she'll be warmer. I hope Doc can help her. Grady was the one of Bill and Charlie's Mac big red Hereford cows on the Mac farm in Yukon, Oklahoma. She enjoyed grazing in the green grass in the summer and munching on the hay in the winter. However, she wasn't feeling good at the moment. In a little while, Bill hurried out to get Doc as he drove up in his little black truck. Doc, I hope you can help Grady. She's a good cow, and I'd like to see her well again, said Bill. Right, we want well cows. Dr. Crump checked her over, told Bill that she'd soon be feeling better, and decided to give her a shot. As soon as he did, Grady began looking for a way to leave. She had been cooped up in that shed long enough. She wanted out, and she wanted out now. Suddenly, Grady saw some light. She thought it led outdoors. She took a big, quick leap. She would be glad to be free from all the humans fussing about her. But she had a huge surprise awaiting her. Instead of being free and out in the pasture, Grady had jumped into a strange round building. She couldn't get out. She had jumped into the silo. Bill and Dr. Grump peered into the silo. How did she get in there? Asked Bill. I just turned around for a second. She raced past me and was gone. I don't know how she did it, said the vet, shaking his head. Why, that silo opening is no bigger than a newspaper page, and she must weigh about 1,200 pounds. How could she squeeze through there? Now that she was inside the silo, Grady wanted out. She began mooing loudly as Bill and Doc stood nearby watching her. Finally, Dr. Grump walked toward his truck. Bill, don't worry about her. She got herself into the silo. She can get herself out. Keep her comfortable and make sure she has plenty of food and water. Meanwhile, Grady paced through inside the silo. She was mad, tired, and confused. She just wanted to be free in the pasture. Yet she was stuck in this huge, tall, gray silo. How could she get out? That evening, Bill and Alon still couldn't believe it. Grady continued mooing. Oh, well, said Bill before going to bed. Doc seems to think that she'll get herself out tomorrow when she calms down. The next morning, though, Bill could still hear Grady bellowing. The vet called to see if she had squeezed her way out yet. "No," said Bill. "In fact, she kept us up half the night with her bawling." How could they get her out, they wondered. Early the same morning, some of Bill's friends, neighbors, and newspaper editor heard about Grady. The editor of the Yukon Sun told other editors, and soon people from all over Oklahoma, as well as all over the world, knew about the Hereford in the silo. People began calling Bill to offer advice on how to rescue Grady. Some people suggested taking a strong rope and lifting her out from the top of the silo. Others said that the silo should be taken down piece by piece to save the cow. Both of these suggestions meant that Grady might be hurt if something fell on her. Bill really liked his stubborn wild cow, and his silo was needed for the farm. He didn't want either one harmed or destroyed. What could Bill do? Bill received many other ideas in letters and telegrams. He was told to get a helicopter and lift Grady out. Someone said to tunnel underneath the silo and drag her out. Both ideas seemed dangerous. Then Bill was told to fill the top of the silo with water and float Grady to the top. How would she get down to the ground from the top of the silo? Everyone wondered. By the fourth day, Bill had received 770 telegrams from 45 states. People in Canada, Mexico, France, and Germany had contacted him too. Before long, thousands of letters from around the world poured in, and the phone calls were endless. The family couldn't get any sleep. Ugh. The Yukon Sun's editor and mayor were also flooded with phone calls. Anyone who couldn't talk to Bill called these men and attempted to tell them how to rescue Grady. Meanwhile, Grady was tired. She had roamed around in circles, munched hay, and drank water. She had tried to tell Bill that she wanted out, but she was still stuck in the silo. It had been 4 long, miserable days for her, too. Then a farm editor from the Denver Post, Ralph Partridge, called Bill. He said he wanted to fly to Yukon to get Grady out of the silo, and he knew just how to do it. When Ralph arrived, he immediately began preparing to rescue Grady. "Bill, I think that if Dr. Crump sedates her, puts her to sleep, lets her sleep, we can rub a bucket of grease on her and we can slip her out of that tiny opening," he said. And that's just what happened. Early on the 5th morning, around 300 people showed up to see Grady. They watched as Bill, his brother Charlie, and some friends and neighbors tried to get Grady out of her prison. Some men were in the silo pushing on Grady, who had been sleeping, sedated, and greased. Other men were outside the silo struggling to pull her out. All they had to do was push and pull, push and pull, push and pull. Pull, pull, pull. Suddenly, Grady popped out. she was free. She had spent 5 days in a dark prison, and now she could see the sun, the pasture, and oh, what a beautiful morning it was. What a beautiful day in Yukon, Oklahoma. Awesome. The end. Yay! Grady made it out, right? That's awesome. Talk about teamwork, right? Thanks again for joining us this week for Grady's in the Silo by our Yukon author, local author, Miss Unibel Townsend. You can find all her books everywhere you look. She's awesome. And again, thank you for joining us. And please remember, read, wash your hands. Read, wash your hands. It's really important, guys, okay? Let's get rid of these germs, all right? And remember, sprinkle that kindness, okay? So we'll see you guys next week. Bye now.